This is your First Alert Weather Breakdown, a deep dive into how weather works with meteorologist Evan Thomason.
Hey, yo, welcome on to the holiday week. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Evan Thomason. Thanks for joining me on the First Alert Weather Breakdown. Yes, holiday work week, and we're still working. At least I am. Many of you are probably off, but, excuse me. Anyways, welcome on. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We got a lot to get to with the weather department here because, unfortunately, we have rain showers. It's not an easy week in the weather department. We have a lot going on with 2 rounds of scattered showers expected in the ArkLaTex here over the next several days. All of it starts tomorrow, right in time, unfortunately, for Christmas Eve. We got all those details for you coming on up. Sorry, I'm going to adjust my mic really quickly. There we go. I just wanted to turn it down just a smidge. It was peaking a little bit too much on me. Anyways, thanks for watching. I know we got a lot to get through, a lot to get to on the rain here expected over the next several days. But at least for today, enjoy the rest of the sunshine. I don't know. My thought for today is I keep yawning a good bit. I don't know why. I think it's Monday, first of all. Had a good, exciting, relaxing weekend. But I don't know. Something about working on the holiday week, too. You know? I don't know. Anyways, let's get into what we're talking about here for the day today. So, not only do we have rain in the forecast, but obviously we have Christmas Eve and Christmas break in the matter of 1 to 2 days. Today is Christmas Eve. For some of you, it's Happy Festivus around here for your December 23rd. Overall, we're talking about a rainy forecast and a forecast for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Not just for the ArkLaTex, by the way. We're going to go over kind of a regional forecast of what's happening on here for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We got a lot to get to again because we'd stay first alert about the forecast regardless of rain or no rain, and for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The fact that you have rain showers, some of them could even be severe too, rolling into the fact that you have rain showers basically in the forecast, that plus Christmas Eve and Christmas Day forecast, sandwiched between the two, it just makes for the, ultimate wombo combo of importance, so to speak. And, we're going to stay first alert, weather aware, throughout this podcast. It is the First Alert Weather Breakdown podcast here. Anyways, thanks for watching. For those of you who are on for the first time, be like, what the heck who are you? Hello? What do you do here? We're essentially the weather podcast here at KSLA News 12, and we go over the weather more extensively than your typical news shows. It allows me to break out and break down all the components of weather and also slow down and just chill and talk weather. That's it. You can't just binge like this on during the morning show. We've got to get your quick rapid fire news and quick weather news out for you. But here for today, we can kind of slow down a little bit. Before we get into the podcast, one last thing I want to disclose for you is, yes, it is a holiday week. We will not have episodes on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Just spend time with family, all right? We will not have podcasts on either of those 2 days. If we do go live, now there is a possibility that we could still go live here with a form of the podcast actually here for tomorrow, possibly, but not likely. I'll say not likely. I'll phrase it like that. That's the best phrasing for it. Originally, we were not going to do a Christmas Eve and Christmas Day podcast because just the fact of it being Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We're going to be back with episodes, though, for the end of this work week, heading into Thursday and Friday, though. And those episodes are already set up. I already know what I'm doing topic-wise for those. Again, most likely we will not have an episode here for tomorrow or Wednesday. The only chance if we do is if there is severe weather actively going on and a good amount of rain coverage throughout Tuesday and Wednesday. So if we do a podcast, expect it just to be quickly on the rain situation and just giving a quick forecast on how that's going, essentially, here for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So we might do it, we might not. But most likely no. As of this point, I'm going to make the call, honestly, kind of on the day of. So this is the last, official podcast scheduled for the rest of the next 3 days. We'll be back on Thursday, again, the 26th. We will have an episode then. All right, let's get into the forecast, shall we, though? Enough chit-chat, enough waiting around. Let's get into what we're hanging with here for today. All right, the big theme here behind your Monday is the temperatures. It's not the rain. Again, because today we still have sunshine around, at least for one more day with us. So enjoy it, make the most of it. Rain comes again tomorrow, but the main theme for today is we are warming up. Just so you know, these temperatures were pretty much the high temperatures that we've had, especially Saturday. Those are about the high temperatures Saturday. Yesterday, the temperatures were able to increase just a little bit, but we're really ramping up the temperatures here for the day today. And the main reason for that is because we're increasing the humidity a good bit. We're working in more and more humidity, more and more moisture into the ArkLaTex, and eventually that's triggering rain showers, which hits starting tomorrow. And overall, it's going to be a wet period of time around here for a while. But the point is, we're increasing the moisture content, which thus increases our temperature here for the day today. So even though it's only 10:30, we're already hanging around with temperatures in the mid-50s. So a good quick warm-up we've had this morning after starting off kind of a little bit cold still. Temperatures still got around 40 degrees here this morning. Tomorrow morning, that's not going to be seen. These temperatures right now are pretty much your low temperatures starting off here for tomorrow morning at around 6 o'clock in the morning. Highs today still reach the 60s, all thanks to sunshine still being out. But I will say there's a lot more cloud cover around here. You can see that on our Mattress Plus Skycam in Streetport. We're starting to build a consistent deck and layer of cloud cover. You can see that also on our Texarkana camera, where we're not even seeing any sunshine around there at all. So the way I pinpointed this forecast was to go over the nice and naughty characteristics about it in the spirit of Christmas and do it kind of the Santa way, so to speak. All right. So the first, when I always say I have bad news or good news for bad news and good news for somebody, I always give them the bad news first. Let's end off on always a good note, so to speak. So let's get the not so bad news or the bad news out of the way with first. And I realize I now have to duck my head for you to see this. Don't mind me kind of just lowering my head level around here a little bit. It's kind of the impromptu things we do here on the First Alert Weather Breakdown. All right, so the not-so-nice things that we have in store for your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day forecast are widespread rain showers. Again, it's going to be everywhere around the ArkLaTex. It will be cloudy and gloomy. So even when it's not raining, because we'll have stray showers probably hit and be off and on throughout the day on Christmas Eve before getting those scattered showers in for the ArkLaTex. And when it's not raining, the point is when it's not raining, it's still going to be cloudy, gloomy, and feel incredibly muggy around the ArkLaTex to kind of give you a yucky feel, honestly, for those 2 days. So, yeah, overall, I think you get the picture. It's not going to be great environment-wise around here. So let's look on the brighter side of things, so to speak. We have a lot more comfortable temperatures in store. Again, I just talked about how the humidity is going to raise our temperatures up by a good bit here over the next several days, including today. So guess what? Don't need as many layers, and it's going to feel a lot more comfortable around here and a lot less cold for the ArkLaTex. And I will say most of the rain also comes on Christmas Eve rather than Christmas Day. So there's that at least. Regardless, it's still rainy. It's still going to be around here. So, yeah, that forecast is trending naughty. It's maybe not the most naughty because, again, we still have the cool, comfortable temps, and I think we'll clear up most of everything by midday Christmas Day, but it's still just not optimal. All right, so let's time everything out for you on the future track. We're going to go kind of hour by hour. For today, there is a stray chance of a few rain showers even popping up here later on this afternoon. Around portions of southwestern Arkansas and southeastern Oklahoma. We're not seeing anything on our radar just yet, I will say that. This continues throughout the rest of your Monday, while the rest of us pretty much hang around with dry conditions for the rest of Monday. Then we have a stray few showers possible in throughout Tuesday morning. It starts with these cells that happen way in front of the scattered line of storms hitting later in the day on Tuesday. You'll see it eventually approach southeastern Oklahoma by the afternoon hours, with those stray showers still continuing throughout the rest of the region into the afternoon for Christmas Eve. Then you get into the night of Christmas Eve. Well, again, I hope you got some windshield wipers, or definitely make sure your sleigh is rainproof there. I know it is. I know it is. But anyways, it's going to be scattered rain everywhere for the night of Christmas Eve. So please don't plan on traveling last minute to any holiday parties. Or maybe you can, but maybe give yourself some extra time through the rain. It's going to mainly make some noise probably here heading into the overnight hours into Christmas morning. So waking up on Christmas morning, I will say, look at eastern Texas and southwestern Arkansas. Most of the rain should be done by the time we get into the morning of Christmas Day. Northwest Louisiana, though, we still have those scattered rain showers all across the region there by Wednesday morning. And then this is what I lead to believe, that all the rain is on the way out for everybody by the afternoon of Christmas Day. All right, so on top of all this, again, we do have a tiny chance of severe weather with this system. So the National Prediction Center, National Storm Prediction Center, has given eastern Texas a tiny chance, a marginal risk of severe weather for Christmas Eve night, Christmas Eve during the day. So there's that to watch out for. Although I will say, especially because the rest of the ArkLaTex doesn't have a single chance to get any severe weather, and because of eastern Texas being kind of on the fringe of severe weather chance, I'm not expecting too much of the system outside of just giving us some good heavy rain and soaking rain at that. So again, watch out Christmas Day. Temperatures 66 for the afternoon. It's going to be warm and muggy if it's not raining. Highs today, though, again, mid to upper 60s. That starts today, and that's with us all work week long. On top of that, our morning temperatures also rise starting for tomorrow morning. Their lows are only getting down into the 50s. So, yeah, we're kind of putting a pause on your bitter cold morning lows for at least the next 5 to 6 days. Look at those lows consistently in the 50s here all the way into next weekend. Again, watch out for not just one, but 2 rounds of scattered rain chances. This is something we didn't even talk about, was the rain that's coming after Christmas. So again, we were saying first alert about all the timing of the rain coming on through for Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, it's going to be widespread everywhere for your Christmas Eve. Wednesday, in the morning, we're just watching out for those scattered showers still continuing across northwestern Louisiana. Then it pushes out by the afternoon on Christmas Day. But then we have round 2 of scattered rain showers coming back into the ArkLaTex for Thursday and Friday. And you're going to need to stay first alert with us, especially on Thursday, because this first system looks to just be a good soaker. The second system could legitimately give the entire ArkLaTex a solid chance of severe weather. That's Thursday heading into Friday morning. We're going to stay first alert about that chance coming on up and getting closer to the day. But yeah, after Christmas, watch out for the very next day giving us a shot at severe weather potentially. So stay in tune for that. Again, we will have an episode definitely on Thursday coming up here on the First Alert Weather Breakdown. A few isolated and leftover showers could continue into Friday, maybe even Saturday too. Saturday is the Independence Bowl between Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the Army West Point Black Knights. I will also say that game time on Saturday is at 8:15 at night, too, way at night. So that's probably the better half of Saturday. I think Saturday, if any rain, is going to occur in the morning just from those leftover showers from that system coming through on Thursday. So I think we'll be okay. But it is certainly going to be a warm Independence Day forecast. Now, we're not talking about the traffic. I forgot that was my last graphic. I don't know why I forgot that was my last graphic. 7-day forecast is always the last graphic. Anyways. If you have any questions, YouTube, that's our best way to get to us and get a hold of us and to ask any types of questions and whatnot. I'm taking a look at YouTube right now and, yeah, just was checking to see if there was any comments, but there are not. Anyways, we're going to get more in tune with our regional Christmas Day forecast, what you can expect around the ArkLaTex here for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. For those of you traveling, today's a good day to travel before it starts raining tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to get into more of a regional forecast, what you expect mainly all across the nation as well. For Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we'll have that forecast for you coming up after a 2-minute break. I'll see you after this. Welcome on back to First Alert Weather Breakdown. Again, I'm meteorologist Evan Thomas, and thanks for watching. This is our last official podcast again before Christmas, so we figured we go over what's on everybody's mind is what's the weather for Christmas. And sometimes for you, Christmas is hanging, or sometimes, what am I trying to say? Most times, that's how you know this is a lie, by the way. Most times, Christmas is, with family. And family sometimes is outside of the ArkLaTex. Or you're deciding to visit friends or family outside of the ArkLaTex. The point is, we have a regional forecast here for you in store all over Christmas, which I know is the main talk around here. What is Christmas Eve going to be like? What is Christmas Day going to be like at so-and-so place? We got it for you coming up right now. Again, most of the rain is sadly going to be right on top of the ArkLaTex come time Christmas time, but not everybody's going to be getting those rain showers. I will say for today, on the 23rd, things are relatively tame. The only things we see on our radar that's basically anywhere on the radar, that picture that you see right in front of you, is some coastal showers near Corpus Christi, a few rain showers out in eastern New Mexico, which are a part of the system that's going to hit us tomorrow and also into Christmas Day. But the bulk of the southeast of the United States is looking pretty dry here for now, which is optimal. But then we head into Tuesday. That's when we have a lot more scattered rain showers forming, really as soon as we get into tomorrow morning. It starts around Oklahoma and around East Texas and Dallas, but then the main line shows up, unfortunately, right on top of the ArkLaTex for us locally. A few rain showers going as far north as St. Louis and throughout most of central Arkansas. Meanwhile, if you're going down to Houston for Christmas Eve tomorrow, they will be dealing with the same batch of scattered showers we are here locally, anywhere around College Station, maybe a little bit towards Austin, too, in Texas. The point is, most of East Texas and northwest Louisiana and Arkansas dealing with the rain showers for Christmas Eve. Then you head into the morning for Christmas Day. Then that's when the rain becomes a lot more widespread, especially around Louisiana, and it continues right on top of Arkansas. The top side of this line and cold front kind of just stays in place for Arkansas, that is. And then we're going to have some of those rain showers here in store, again, for the central part of Louisiana and also down to New Orleans, while we clean up most of East Texas, definitely by Christmas Day. And then the rain moves on. And then again, we're going to stay first alert here about a chance of severe weather rolling through in the ArkLaTex here into later this week for Thursday and Friday past Christmas. So, current conditions around the region. 59 in Dallas. It's certainly a lot more cloudy for those of you north and out to our west. 47 in Little Rock. Meanwhile, 68 in Houston. Getting a lot more sunshine out towards our east, which is what we dealt with from the weekend for the ArkLaTex. Now, high temperatures for today, 73 in Houston, 67 in Dallas, 57 for Little Rock. All right, now, for tomorrow. This is for tomorrow, keep in mind. This is when we have the scattered rain showers out for East Texas, including Dallas. We're going to have the rainy skies on top of Little Rock and Houston. So, again, East Texas and Arkansas is looking for the bulk of the rain showers here for Christmas Eve, while we keep New Orleans dry and Mississippi dry, and also Monroe a little cloudy, but I think most of the wet weather will stay away from northeast Louisiana. And you transition from Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. That's when the rain shifts. Dallas clears out. But now we have the rain still kind of stuck in place around Houston and Little Rock, sadly. But the rain then pushes into New Orleans, Monroe, and Jackson. So sadly, again, Louisiana, Mississippi are looking to get the bulk of the wet weather on Christmas Day. Christmas Eve, once again, East Texas and southwestern Arkansas. And that's a look at your regional forecast here for Christmas. I don't see any questions over in YouTube, but if you're staying again here locally or even regionally is my point, you're going to be dealing with some dose of wet weather. If you're headed anywhere else, I will say the rest of the country, besides our specific kind of regional area between Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana, the rest of the country is looking overall pretty dry. We're just kind of one of the few unlucky ones. There really isn't too much action going on north of here, way west of here, or up into the East Coast. So most of those peeps are hanging around with actually a beautiful Christmas. So we are the sad ones the few sad ones here left in the dark, left in the gloomy conditions, so to speak. All right, so that was a look again at your regional forecast here for Christmas. Coming up, we'll just do a little recap of this, and we'll see what you can look forward to on this podcast later on this holiday week. I'll see you after a 2-minute break. Welcome on back to First Alert with a Breakdown again. I'm meteorologist Evan Thomas, and thanks for watching today's episode. Best of luck staying dry, especially if you're hanging around here for Christmas time. All right. I'll be hanging around too. I will say that it's not going to be the prettiest of forecasts at all. Kind of gotta find your own light. Christmas is more about getting family together, anyways, and there's no greater light than that, honestly. So we'll keep you first alert regardless here in the weather department with the wet weather where we're seeing it consistently over the next couple of days. We'll keep your weather aware and we'll keep you first alert. We're here with you through the holidays, all right? I will be, definitely. I'm working the whole next week, so yeah. Merry Christmas to you. Hope you're having a great day already for the 23rd and hope you're ready for Christmas time. It's, man, right around the corner. Matter of a day or two. If you have a topic you want us to discuss, we discuss other things rather than just the Christmas forecast, when it's not Christmas time. You can send us an email, weatherbreakdown@ksla.com for your topics. You can also message any of the 4 of us on Facebook. I'm just your host, Evan Thomason, but also CJ Cartledge, Matt Jones, and Austin Evans have as much of a part in this as everybody else. All 4 of us together make up this team. We do also Met Chats once per week. Not this week because holiday week and some Mets are some of the guys I aforementioned are out this week, so we cannot meet up to do that Met Chat, so to speak. But anyways, yeah, if you have any topic you want us to discuss, we discuss anything science or anything weather-wise, weather explainers, how does lightning work. We also talk about regional forecasts like we just did. We'll also talk about certain happenings in the weather. We kind of do recaps of we did a recap of the tropics last week. That was fun to do. Actually, that was 2 weeks ago. Sorry, it was 2 weeks ago. Stuff like that. So, as I said, we go into weather in depth. And this is essentially almost a 30-minute kind of weather show, in a way, just for KSLA News 12. If you ever want to learn more, again, about the weather itself, we go more in depth to it always here on First Alert with a Breakdown. All right, thanks for watching this episode. The next official podcast will not be tomorrow. Again, I know we normally do every episode every single day of every work week, or every single weekday of the work week. There, that's correct. We do episodes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, just not Saturday and Sunday. This week we are taking off Tuesday and Wednesday. Just enjoy it. Enjoy family. Again, we're taking off Tuesday and Wednesday for the most part for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The only off chance I will do one here for tomorrow or Wednesday, we're going to play it by ear again. The only chance we do that is if there's active severe weather happening. Then we'll give you first alert and keep you updated. But I think for the most part, our next official episode will be on Thursday, the day after Christmas, on the 26th. On that day, we go from one holiday from Christmas to New Year's. We're going to give you a first alert look to what your New Year's Eve and New Year's Day forecast could look like. We're going to go into detail on that coming up on our episode on Thursday, 10:30. Be there, be square, and most importantly, especially with the rain around the holidays, be weather aware. You have a great rest of your Monday. Merry Christmas to you. First Alert Meteorologist. Again, hopefully you have a great Christmas Eve and great Christmas Day. I'll see you after that on Thursday. Peace out.